Good morning, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy S.O.G, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Glock 20 Gen 5 MOS build. This is not a Gucci Glock by any means, but man, I love how I've got it set up. And this is by far my favorite Glock to shoot. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know that I love the 10mm caliber, and the Glock 20 is one that I have actually shot the best when I compared it to all the other 10mm. Well, the most popular, by S.O.G, Smith, and FN. This to me just swallowed up the recoil.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
And handled it so much better than all the other ones that I have shot. Honestly, I haven't shot it as much as I should, but definitely have been taking it out to the range and having more fun with it as of lately. We are going to take one more trip out there to get this sight zeroed in. And we're really going to focus on this sight right here because Cyelee actually sent this over to review on the channel. This is their Bull X Pro. So big shout out to Cyelee. I love the Cyelee sights, and this one is no exception, man. As you guys can see, this thing is massive. So this just has a huge window, and what better gun to put this on than on my Glock 20, right? Now, one of the things that you guys may notice if you follow my channel is that this is a red dot. Now, I typically run green dots, but because this is more of an outdoors gun, more of a hiking gun, hunting gun, whatever you want to call it, this is going to see different terrain and different weather than most other of my guns in my inventory. And now because of that, I needed something that was heavy duty, that would last. If I was to drop it in water, drop it in dirt, drop it in mud, drop it in rocks, whatever the case may be, I needed something that was durable. And I actually went with the red dot because not only is it the only color they offer, but I actually wanted a red dot because if I'm going to be out hiking, camping, between you and I don't go hiking. I never went on walks before. Man, I never hunted. But don't tell the wife that. Most likely there's going to be a lot of greenery out there, and I figured with a green dot, it might be easier for it to camouflage in the landscape that I would be in. So I figured a red dot would probably stick out just a little bit better and just make for a quicker target acquisition versus a green dot out there. Taking a look at the packaging from the Bull X Pro, if you take a look on the outside of the box, it's got a section that gives you dimensions of the window size, the waterproof rating, dimensions of the dot itself, and what its intended purpose is for. If you look on the opposite side, it's going to give you even more features like optional lockout mode. It's going to tell you the footprint that it's for. It's going to give you 8 daylight and 2 night vision settings. It's going to have a shake awake feature after 5 minutes, 50,000 hours of battery life, 1 MOA click adjustments, and it tells you that it's been drop proofed from 6 feet 45 ounces and on concrete. It's also fully submersible, and the dot has a 2 MOA dot, a 26 MOA circle, or you can use both at the same time. Now, looking inside of the box, you get all of these different items. You do get a sticker, you get a patch, you get a manual, you get some cards here that show you how to zero your dot in. You get hardware to mount it, you get a ton of screws, and you get a cleaning cloth. So you do get a lot of things for your money with this, and it's just unbelievable, just the quality and the affordability behind Cyelee's optics. Taking a look at the reticle options, here is the 2 MOA dot, here is the 26 MOA circle, and here is the 2 MOA dot inside the 26 MOA circle. Now, diving a little deeper into the optic here, on the left side you're going to have up and down buttons, and those are to control your brightness adjustment, and it's also to turn off the optic. Going onto the other side here, you do have a side mounted battery, which is awesome because you don't have to remove the optic to change the battery out. You also have some windage and elevation options right here, as you guys can see. Now, me personally, because of the size of this dot, I would have really liked to see them put some bigger buttons on here, but all in all, they still function and they do what they got to do. Now, we're going to go ahead and test this out, and I'm going to be really impressed if this optic holds 0 after we do the torture test with it and after we shoot it out of the almighty 10mm, because as you guys know, the 10mm just has some really good kick to it.
This gun should be banned.
Man, y'all let me know, what do you guys think has less recoil, a full-size 10mm or something like a micro 9? That would be interesting to test out. But anyways, so this does weigh 29.81 ounces, which is slightly on the heavier side for something that I'm used to, but Overall, I love this thing. And like I said, we're going to check out the Bull X Pro. We are going to put this through the test, the durability test, just like we did with the other optics that we've had on the channel. No exception on this one. And we're going to see what this thing can handle. Overall, I think that Bull X Pro from Cyelee performed extremely well. It held up incredible. It ended up not taking too bad of a beating, to be honest with you guys. Even the housing didn't scrape off as much as I thought it would from all the drops and the throwing and all that stuff. So it held up incredible. The glass is still intact 100%. Everything just performed well. So I'm very impressed. However, I wouldn't say that I'm shocked, just because I've known for a while now that Cyelee is not just an affordable optic company, but it's also known for great quality and durability. So if you guys like the Bull X Pro, they did give me a code to share with you guys, and it gives you 15% off. That code is S.O.G. BXP15. Now, before I let you guys go, I did want to share some scripture with you guys, so give me 2 minutes of your time. Proverbs 3:27 says, "When it's in your power, don't withhold good from the one to whom it belongs." Man, this is a short verse, but it has so much wisdom behind it. The thing that caught my eye right away is that it says, when it's in your power. And I got thinking, like, when would it not be in my power to be doing good for somebody else? And I, was thinking about this, and I'm like, man, I can't think of a time unless I'm suffering through something, or I'm having a bad day, and then maybe I transmit that to somebody else because of whatever happened in my life, changed my attitude, and sometimes when you have a bad day, it's easy to be mean to others or treat others unfairly. But man, I tell my son this all the time, and it's, teach him how to be a man. One of the things I tell him is, as a man, your yes is a yes, your no is a no, and what you say has value. Your words as a man have value. They have power behind a man, and whatever you commit to, make sure you follow through with. That's part of being a man, is being there, being present, showing up, and it's always going to be in your power to be able to do good for others, because we have something called self-dominion, meaning we're responsible of our actions. We're responsible of the things we say and do in our life. And so it's always going to be in our power to do good to others and to be good for others. The other thing that caught my eye is that it says, don't withhold good from to whom it belongs, meaning goodness belongs to people, man. It's not that, it doesn't say to whom it's deserving. It says to whom it belongs. So goodness belongs to people, man. That's something that we have to give others so that they can have it. Share that goodness, man. Share the goodness in you, even if you're not having a good day. Because if this world would change, man, if everybody would be good to each other, this world would just be completely different, and it would be just for the better. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave you guys with that, and I hope you guys can meditate a little bit more on this proverb, man. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your time. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.